to the Call to Action podcast. I'm James.
I'm Maddie.
It's your girl Danielle.
And we got a little special guest down in the corner over here. You want to introduce yourself?
I'm JTH, Schmodown's 18th most popular reactor. But I'm not that popular, and I got proof. No one watches my videos.
Hey, challenge. You are the first, and can't say the best because we're competition. But you are very, very good. You are. You have your own gifts. Like who can top that?
I'm known for my gifts more than my reactions. I think that pretty much says it all.
That's an important part of the whole internet experience. So I appreciate it.
Absolutely, for sure.
I'm known for a gift where I take this whiteboard and smash it upside my head. That's pretty much all you need to know about my my intellect about down and not Schmodown related.
That's right.
Well, I mean, you're the first reactor, so to speak. I mean, so you're the reason why we're all here.
Yeah.
When you think of it like that.
Well,
honored and kind of old at the same time.
He started a whole thing for us.
You are the granddaddy of Schmodown reactors.
Big Papa.
I feel like a granddaddy too.
Here, we've got some boring matches to go over, whatever. So just tell us what got you into the Schmodown, what got you into reacting, why are you amazing? Let's just go down the list, rapid fire. Let's do this.
Well, why I'm amazing, I can't tell you that because even I don't know that. What got me into Schmodown though? Me personally, I've just been a trivia, fanatic about anything, whether it be movies, sports, anything. So basically, it was one random Saturday morning. I was just looking through YouTube. I just got the trivia bug and just started looking through, all this trivia stuff and came across something called Movie Trivia Schmodown, and it had John Roca versus Scott Mance, and I was like, hey, I recognize Scott Mance. I've seen him, so I clicked on it, and of course, it was the infamous Bespin match, and pretty much the rest is history after that.
What a fun match to be your introduction into the Schmodown.
Yeah, absolutely.
When did you start?
One of the most iconic rivals in Schmodown.
Yeah. When did you actually start reacting though? What was your first, and what was your first, and what was your big breakthrough one that you got everyone to notice?
My first reaction was ETC versus Wolves of Steel, which that was the first match right after the first free for all. I remember that specifically. As far as I guess the one that got me noticed the most, it's kind of hard to say, but it would probably maybe be the season 5 premiere, which was the Rachel JTE Kalinowski triple threat. That was that kicked off that. Simply because I was kind of the first person that visually showed support to Rachel Cushing. It was wearing the Crush shirt and had the. That used to be my gag back in the day. I would have 2 liters upon 2 liters of orange Crush soda that I would watch during the whole thing. Which I always bragged that I was the inspiration to that Crush shirt. So I guess I could kind of take credit for that. But other than that, I can't take credit for anything else. I was able to just watch some other great reactors like David Crossan and Take 3. That was back when Late to the Party was doing regular reactions too. And I just I enjoy doing this. I liked the wrestling elements of it. Obviously, I liked doing trivia, whether I was good at it or not. And obviously, as anybody has seen any of my stuff, it's obviously not. But it's something that I've really enjoyed doing. So it pretty much stuck, and it's been almost 2 years since I've started doing it.
Nice.
God, 2 years.
Everyone give it up for the OGs.
Indeed. Great. Speaking of the OGs, we have episodes to go over. One of the OGs, John Roca. Apparently, you have a history with him. And I wrote him down here. Milky. I have shit handwriting. But yeah, John Roca versus Mike Kalinowski. I think I'm the only one who screams very loudly at one of these people. Maybe both. But who did you guys have coming into the match?
So for the Roca Kalinowski match, for me, it was such a hard choice because I'm not the biggest fan of either of them, but watching the banter between them was so much fun. So trying to decide who I think would be the winner of this match, it just kind of had to go back to logics, like just thinking about gameplay and the competitors and who they are, different strategies and things like that. So I really did have John Roca taking it, but I think I wanted Kalinowski to win it more. I think I do think Mikey Three Belts would have been a fun thing to watch, but c'est la vie.
I personally thought going into this, what my heart was telling me and what my head was telling me were kind of different things. My heart was telling me KO because I would love for Mikey Three Belts to happen. I think it would be so kick-ass. I mean, how amazing would that be? But also in my heart, I'm like, how realistic is this? I mean, not only has this never happened, but I mean, like, it's impossible for it to happen. But who knows? In the future, please prove me wrong. I would love for that to happen. But I knew in my head, like I mentioned, it was probably gonna be Roca. I mean, it's fucking Roca. I mean, like, say what you will about him, but at the same time, the man is so fucking knowledgeable. You can't deny that.
I'm gonna tell myself to deny it. Yeah, Jeremy, what'd you think?
Well, my heart said I need to go back to Pepsi, but my head said you need to stick with Coke. But I guess you're talking about the match. The match, being a reactor, I'll get to know everybody around the community. So harder and harder to pick sides, more and more. I remember going to the Schmo last September, where I got to meet Joe in person, to which I had to introduce him as you were the first pro on Twitter. He was like, "Oh yeah, I think I vaguely remember that." And so we kind of carried on to that and just had a lot of fun with that. Obviously, I got to take a picture with Mike at the which I was wearing my Rachel Cushing shirt. She was, "Are you kidding me?" And I haven't even told. So I got to know both of them really well, and head was probably Mike was probably going to take it, but I really win just because I kind of like the vibe of him potentially playing Ethan again. So that a lot of fun, and I was glad that ultimately, so I can actually brag about it. So, yay.
Yay. Great. But we are reactors, so we should probably set some time aside to celebrate other reactors, which we luckily get to do this week, because one of our friends at the Rundown, Mr. Brad Gilmore, and Frank Janish, got a cutscene or I guess Monday, Thursday, whenever it dropped for normal people. It's fun. It's fun.
That cutscene was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
It was hilarious because Brad's got such a big personality that I think most people that are involved in the Schmodown know. But I that was Brad's first time in California, right?
Officially,
Maybe,
really?
I don't know. I don't know for sure. I think it's something like that. I know that
I believe he was actually a post-match interviewer for Top 10 when they played Top That last season, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah.
So that was just a fun little thing to watch. It was cute.
It's very nice. You get to see sure. Again, one of the reasons I love Bibiani just comes over, shakes Frank's hand, the Brad. I don't know you. And he just releases.
Okay. That was probably my favorite one of all.
Ghai. Bibiani, national treasure. Hopefully he wins this week against Roca.
Correction, international treasure. Let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
Yes. Imagine him in just Prague, just one person like, Mr. Bibiani, hi, I know you. It's like, I'm famous.
Yeah, it was also really cool just to see a lot of these competitors in one place. I mean, there was Zipper, there was Silvestrini, there was Bibbs. I mean, there was just so many people from different factions, managers, everything. So it's really cool. And usually you can see, for example, you see some of these individual characters and their own scenes. like standalone scenes in most recently maybe a manager, but you don't see like 4, 5, 6 competitors and characters in one place. So that was really awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you also get to see the best member that we just forgot about, fine, young, tenderoni, Brendan Meyer, which I'm with Brad on this. We have to make it happen. That has to be his new nickname. No longer the kid, make him the man or the fine young tenderoni.
He is the fine
Brendan
young
Meyer.
tenderoni.
Let's turn that into a t-shirt.
Yes. What does a tenderoni look like? I'll be like,
who came up with that? I need to know. Can I Venmo them? Can I just like nominate them for like a Nobel Peace Prize?
What'll happen will be after if Brendan Meyer ever goes heel, he'll turn into Jared Leto's Joker and have fine young tenderoni tattooed on his forehead. Yeah, I hate myself for making that joke too. Anyways, to the match. I love this first round. Only time Mike was up the entire game. Up 9-5. What a way to make a living. Wow.
Working 9 to 5.
Thank you.
Arguably the best musical of all time.
Ooh, show baits for that later. But I think this is like Mike's 4th consecutive perfect round. Maybe 3rd. It's pretty good, though. Also, hello, hashtag Team Lucas.
Yeah, he just got home. I can hear his keys in the background a little bit rustling around.
Yeah. So when can we start to agree that Mike Kalinowski is one of the greatest first round players ever?
I don't think that's hard to argue at all. I think it's just out there, but especially with Kalinowski's growth inside of the league, his round ones are amazing.
Yeah,
that's where he's been shining on those round ones. So it was really neat to see another perfect round one.
He's almost, I would have to say, as far as first rounds go, he's pretty darn unbeatable. In terms of first rounders, he's definitely in the conversation of like best first round competitors, absolutely across the board. Singles and IG, obviously. Mm-hmm. And team. Well, I mean, just everywhere. And Shimodown, obviously. Some other competitor, I mean, like I'm kind of curious to see that specific accuracy ratings for exclusively first rounds.
Yeah. I think the only people who can really rival him right now are, Bibbs, Erwin, Roca, and Tom in the Looney Bin, who only one match. 90% accuracy rate, though, and I'm sure it only goes up from there. Like, I think a lot of these, like, it is largely the bigger names who can like get these consistent like 7s, 8s. Gent as well. Just very rarely do you see someone like Mike who can just keep hitting these perfect rounds back to back to back to back to back. It's great. Oh yeah, wait, thank you. Yeah. He hit a dewberry, guys. We got to keep that train going.
I would like that to be the thing. I would like to forever call perfect round. Even though Elliot wasn't the first one to do it, I do think that that's a fun name. We should call it a dewberry. It's fun.
Yeah, I'm still gonna fight. I'm still gonna fight for a double dewberry to be called a Baja Blast. But y'all don't like Taco Bell apparently, so we're just gonna skip that part.
Oh my gosh, no, scratch that. I love Taco Bell.
Thank you.
Apparently it was recently voted America's favorite Mexican restaurant,
which is fucking bullshit to lie. I like
a complete abomination. Yeah. Absolutely. Do I enjoy Taco Bell? Absolutely. Do I enjoy it as Mexican? No. I'm going there for a cheese quesadilla and a soft taco. I mean, like, I'm not there for like.
You enjoy it as tasty edible garbage, which is what it is.
I'm there for something different.
Yeah.
Jeremy, what do you think of Mexican food?
It's usually cheap, so I can't complain.
Good answer.
3 ingredients in Mexican food always in every dish. Really quickly,
cheese, meat, and vegetables.
That's right. That's exactly right. In the chat, Ed Haskell, what's up, my dude? He pointed out that there are 3 streams going on right now. Rule of 2 is on. There we go. SEN Live is going on, and then we're here right now. So shout out to everyone who's in our chat, everyone who's watching all 3 chats. Give it up. We're going to work better at this. But
keep them open in separate tabs, but then reload ours over and over so we get more views. And we'd like throw your name out, be like, "Hey guys, I'm giving you all 30 views over the next 2 hours."
Yeah.
I am so and constantly so impressed with people that can multi-tab like that. I mean, like it's like I have like I only have the one screen, but I know some people have like like 2 screens. Like Lucas has 2 screens, and that's nuts to me. But he's watching a movie on one, playing a game on one, or some people have like 3 different videos playing simultaneously, and I'm like, how do you do it?
I can't do it either.
Like how? It doesn't make sense to me.
Well,
I'm just speaking of watching a whole bunch of different stuff. I mean, these 2 matches, I mean, both of them overall, that were 2 back-to-back kick-ass matches.
I mean, one was a bit less kick-ass because, Roka's got 8 points in round 2. Okay.
I say that just because maybe it was also an absurd amount of hype on my end. And also might have been drinking, so, was I hyped? Yes. Was I excited? Absolutely. GTH, did you, which one are you most excited for going into both? Because obviously, I mean, they're all looking at all this, they're all belt holders or former belt holders. Like all of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. In like a 2-week span, we have 4 former belt holder competitors all vying for the same position, essentially.
Yeah. I guess me personally, I probably would have preferred Bibiani Ethan more just because it was a match that I was much looking forward to. It was a match that we almost got at Spectacular last year. So when we ultimately didn't get it, I was like, oh, come on. And then we kind of got a little taste of what we were eventually going to get in that triple threat match that also had John. And it was just, I just wanted it so bad. It was kind of like my Andreyko Bibiani, something that I wanted to see for so long. And then when it happened, I wanted to see it again, and we had to wait a year and a half before we got it again. And it just blew my mind. It was so much fun. So yeah, I would have went with that one more simply just because we've seen all the stuff with John and Mike. We knew they were going to play again in Orlando, so it was kind of just like a little tease of what we were ultimately going to get.
Yeah,
but
you are totally right. I never thought of it like that, JTH. I mean, like it. I mean, it's exactly like it's the tease of what's coming up here this fucking weekend.
I mean,
yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I would have preferred like a Mike versus Bibbs or Irwin because then you can have like a new type of matchup. Whereas Roka's already been knocked out by both of them, so it's not too fun. But again, we can just move on. Nothing important of note from Roka and Mike. Nothing
terrible happened. Mike Kalinowski didn't get anything at all in round 2
whatsoever.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, no.
He had classics, was it?
Yeah, I see you guys. Just nothing happened. Literally nothing. We just
okay. But that being said, that is such a hard slice to tackle. It is so general.
Yeah.
It is so vague. It's like across. It's classic. It goes across all genres. Over like how many decades? Up until classics ends officially in '69, technically, right?
yes.
Yes, officially. So I don't even know. Since the creation of movies up until '69, that is the hardest slice to master. So honestly, I mean, I would be impressed if he got one right. I mean, still,
he should have gotten one right. Who directed
one right?
Who directed? What was it? It was Dr. Strangelove. Jesus, Kubrick has directed like 10 movies. No one of them. Oh my god. Like the rest, I don't care about. Yeah, you could have landed Frank Capra or whatever. You missed Kubrick. What the hell?
And an iconic Kubrick movie also. That was the hard part about it. But I'm gonna chalk that up to the lights.
I don't know. I will say, I guess I think I've just been hanging out with y'all too long. The second I saw that question and Mike got it wrong, I could hear Danielle's voice just screaming another realm. Just breaking everything.
I got that wrong. I personally got that one wrong. Because I kept thinking, I thought it was, what was it? I thought it was David Lean or Franklin Schaffner. Because I remember thinking, and I know Kubrick was one of the options. But I was like, it's definitely not Kubrick. I thought he was like, I knew he directed Dr. Zhivago or Zhivago, Lolita, but I didn't realize he did that one. So I was just like, that was the one I was just like right away. I was like, well, it's definitely not that one.
So actually, Dr. Zhivago was David Lean.
Yeah.
So multiple choice still worked there though.
And I will say this about that. I felt like there could have possibly been a challenge because technically it's Dr. Strangelove and How I Learned to Love the Bomb and Stop Worrying and Learn How to Love the Bomb. I feel like if he would have gotten that full title, he would have known that it would have been a Kubrick movie. But since it was just Dr. Strangelove by itself, it might have thrown the question off a bit.
Yeah.
Do you feel like, Alex, if you would have heard that whole title, you would have known that it was a Kubrick film?
I was like, I thought it was. For a split second, it took me a minute to remember that Dr. Strangelove was. I mean, that's like all of it is the same movie. For some reason, for a long time, I had it in my head because I didn't get into watching movies like this until maybe in the past year or so. So I didn't realize they were like the same movie, to be honest.
Hey, Jeremy, I know you said you're not the strongest in trivia. How did you hold up in both of these round twos where apparently Roka can just fake a perfect round?
Well, I actually think I knew the Stanley Kubrick question because I'd actually done stuff involving that movie on stuff that I'd done in other platforms in our community. Mm-hmm. Everything else though, no, absolutely not. That's kind of a slight on me. I probably should know a little bit more. As much as I've been doing this stuff, I would think I know a little bit more about movies, but I don't. So that's kind of sad. As I've always said, I'd rather get plastics instead of classics. So that's pretty much all you need to say.
I mean, to be fair, like what Alex said right's true is like classics is a really hard category to study for, and even though it's not as broad as just like a singular genre like drama or comedies, it's still it's just in terms of comparing it to any other category, it is just incredibly difficult to just know. Mm-hmm. I think Oyama and Bibbs are the only ones who are like truly confident in owning that slice because it's extremely difficult. And then Roka got 80s, which is like historically difficult for everyone who's not McWeenie. So,
well, he doesn't have a podcast about it.
One classic question. Just a question. I want to test you all on it though. Do any of you know who starred in the 1926 black and white General?
Yes.
Never seen it.
I've heard of it, but
never seen
I can't think of anything.
Clara Bow.
Go.
Just say it, James.
2, 1, go.
Chelsea Keaton.
There. Somebody knew it. Yay, James.
I was like a film student or something. Wow.
I hope so.
Yeah. Classic, again, silent film, not for me. General, pretty good though. Yeah, and then come to round 3. Mike hit his 2 and his 3, bumped it back to Roka, who hit his 2. Mike hit his 5, which was who plays the sister in 2011's Shame.
Carey Mulligan.
Yes. I was like, but it's her and Michelle Williams. I'm always just like, you never know. So just like writing, erasing, like.
I loved Carey Mulligan because she was one of my favorite characters from Pride and Prejudice, the 2005 version. Nice. That was my introduction to Carey Mulligan, and as a result, I loved her. And I love her in the movie An Education. Very underrated. Coming of age movie. Just saying. Heads up. Everyone should watch it. It's great. But as a result, like her face is like imprinted in my brain.
Yeah. It makes sense, but obviously Mike didn't get either of those two. I forgot who he said, and it just lost in the game, unfortunately. And now we get to watch Roka move on to the semifinals.
John Roka took it.
After cutting a 22-minute promo.
Yeah, that was like I think spoilers. I've watched the Roka and Bibbs match already. Not gonna say who won. Does the same thing. Just keeps talking and keeps talking.
There's one thing John Roca knows how to do. It's how to vamp.
Yeah, it is interesting. Like I've always feel like his promos are just naturally longer than everyone else's. It's like cutting back and forth, and once Mike's ends, he keeps going and going and going. It's like 5 minutes. He just keeps going.
Well, I mean, that's one of his big things. Is Jerry? Feel free to let me know what you think here. But I mean, he's clearly an actor. And he loves obviously not only the camera, but he's comfortable like doing these scenes and everything. And like sometimes they require and sometimes they do require like for people to be like, hey, say this and this. They need that extra love when it comes to the camera during interviews. But Roka, they're like, as long as you get to this ending, do whatever you want. They have that much confidence in him, so I'm not surprised. It's but having a good monologue sometimes is very necessary, especially with everything that's been going on. So
I think that with a lot of especially because it's tournament season, all of that stuff, there's a lot of hype going on. There's been a lot of smack talk going on the Facebook groups and stuff like that. So getting your piece out, especially after so many people went after John Roca and Mike Kalinowski just went in on the Facebook group. It was amazing to watch. I think that he just wanted to make his piece and say whatever he needs to say. And I think he does that a lot. And I'm not hating on that. I think that's great because I do like to listen to that little bit of nostalgia. It's good old classic Outlaw. And it's fun. And he acknowledged Ben. So it was fun.
I am going to, while we're doing on this, just get like one little final hurrah for my corruption-loving motherfucker self. I am going to pull up the video Mike put on Facebook today. But it might be one of my favorite promos in the Schmodown, and it's not even in a match.
It's very good.
It was a great video. It really was. I'm hoping we get more videos like this in the future due to its popularity.
Frank Janish is live with the cheat sheet now. Just taking airtime. Danielle just checks out and goes on Facebook. It's like, yeah, come on, keep going.
Yep. I'm watching. I'm listening.
Yeah.
That dog is so cute.
Yeah. So, under the presumption that none of us have watched it yet, who do you guys have? Do you think Roka's going to win the next match?
I really want to see Bibiani win. I think it's going to be good. I don't know. It's at the point in the tournament where the only competitor who I will for sure actively want to win is going to be Ben Bateman. At this point from now on, whoever wins, and it's going to be a good match either way. I just want Ben to go as far as he can.
Also, a great little comment by Jeremy over here. Let's just soak in the amazingness that is Mike Kalinowski for a second.
Quick! Someone called the cops. Kalinowski snatched another dog.
Ryan O'Neal, 1975. Oh,
such a cute song.
Hey, buddy. Good morning. How are you? Okay. Oh, I'm getting up.
I'm about to say Mr. Rogers if I hear that again.
Hey.
Don't you love some nice belts?
Gotta get home, buddy. You know what they say. The early bird keeps the belts. Come on, champ.
Puppy.
Hi, buddy.
Oh my god.
I like the way he wiggles out of the bed. I think that's hilarious.
I think he was missing a belt, if you know what I mean. But either way, great video. I want more of that. Just more like, can we get some Schmodown dog content, maybe?
Yes, please.
Schmodog.
My thought was, after seeing a bunch of photos of seeing Kalinowski's bare feet, I was like, well, only natural we see Kalinowski's bare everything else.
Well, I'm sure was that he was Schmodog for a while.
Yeah.
Danny in the chat making a good point. Not Snickers. Pretty good dog. Not Snickers.
Snickers is a good boy.
Yeah.
Tootie patootie.
Lacking zero transition whatsoever. Bibiani and Irwin. Wow.
Woo!
Actually, wait, I'm gonna pull up the 5-point question there.
Holy fucking cannoli. That was bonkers.
I love these matches, but I also feel like they go by so quickly.
Yeah.
Right? It was weird how intense of a match it was, how fast it was as well.
Yeah, I always find it funny with like these heavyweights. What they typically do is you hear a question, boom, they answer right away. You as a rag, you don't have time to like write it down, get your own answer, anything. So the matches are always like just a lot quicker, and it just goes, and it just. I feel like the second you blink, you miss a whole round.
Well, especially with Irwin's second round, he was like, I swear the whole thing took like less than 3 minutes, including his taking a few seconds to breathe.
And then you have Bibiani in the end just collapses on the desk. Oh my god! Like perfect encapsulation.
Jerry, what did you think of Bibbs' entrance?
I'm a sucker for Monty Python, so I loved every second of it. I kind of called. I think once we got to the second drum roll, I think I called it. You probably wouldn't be able to hear it because I forgot to turn the volume down on the reaction, so you probably can't hear a damn thing I said. I realized that after I uploaded it. So, but I'm trying to remember everybody. I remember he stabbed Frank Janish. I think he bonked the boat on the head, and then blood showed up everywhere.
Yes, absolutely. Well, didn't he also get Bibbs? Not Bibbs. What am I saying?
I think he
died
Chandru.
a Christian as well at some point.
Oh yeah, he's still a Christian too.
Yeah, I remember seeing a picture of that somewhere.
I think he's gonna be fine. You stabbed him through the heart. He's getting better. Oh, we're being told he's getting better.
Okay, am I stupid? I didn't get the reference at all. Like even now, knowing it's Monty Python, I was just like, he's just killing people. Like, what's happening?
You don't remember the Lancelot thing when he stormed into the castle? It was like it was a repeated. He's going like this off in the distance, and it does it like 4 times, and then next thing you know, he's literally right there, and then he suddenly stabs people. I think it would have been better if you saw it. If you saw the curtains slowly open up, and then you're like, "Where is he?" And then they just keep slowly opening up, and then he just pops in and then stabs everybody. I think that would have worked a little bit better, but it still worked for me.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it's I know he said that him and his wife, they really create these entrances as a team. I wonder who's like who like comes up with it. Like who comes up with the ideas? Who's like, let's do this part from the movie. How about you do this and then I do this, or whatever the situation is. Go get costumes for this, or so. I love that him and his wife are like a team when it comes to creating these entrances together.
I do want to put a quick little note, or I guess a shout out. Ralph, seen you a lot on the Facebook page. Glad you're here. I'm glad we get your vote, but also if you get multiple, please vote for Jeremy. He's working his ass off to get everything he does, and also just being hilarious dude.
Okay, come on. I need to be a 3-time Schmodown never nominated her. Come on, let's make that happen.
Nominated. You've been nominated, right?
No.
It's ridiculous. Okay, guys, we need to get some solidarity. Let's get JTH in those 5 nominees. Maybe get it to 6 or 7, however many members we have in this community.
You'll have to get it to 83 until I pop up.
No. We just need to like take out some other competition. We'll call in some favors with the hot man Brandon Hanna. And just
Kaiser might get nominated before I do, and then people are going to be like, "Is he even doing a reaction?" Oh, he did show up on Call to Action one time, so I guess he's nominated.
Yeah. It'll just be him rambling in the car about why he wasn't nominated. It's like, come on, guys. Well, this great Smets this great Smets content. I get nothing.
Or they can just have like Dylan just storm the stage with a straw or
it was a child.
Every time I say Kaiser, I just think of, what would make this better? If it was actually Dylan being Kaiser.
It'll be when Kaiser wins Manager of the Year. He's like, he couldn't be here, and Dylan just comes up and says like, "Yeah, I'm Kaiser."
It would it would be like, when Kate McKinnon she was like on Ellen as Ellen, when she does an impression on SNL.
Mm.
And she interviewed Ellen as Ellen. So it was
Or
kind
like
of
when Sarah Palin was on and with Tina Fey, who was playing Sarah Palin.
yeah. Oh my gosh. I would love to see that. I would love to see them bounce off each other.
Yeah.
With the
Christian, if you're
accent.
watching, you got some great ideas.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Yes. Moving on to the match. I will say, fun stipulation, because the cutscenes here were just promo stuff. If Bibiani wins, him and Erwin are best friends forever. Whoa.
BFFs.
Yes. Which is a great sign now because
I want to be BFFs with Bibs.
Me
Bibiani,
too.
great guy.
I need that positivity in my life.
Yeah.
We need someone who is willing to murder an entire studio for us.
For the love of the game.
With the power of kindness.
The power of kindness.
Ah, I will kindness the shit out of you.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, so ridiculous.
Oh, look at that. See? You have a fan, Jeremy. Just see? We all got our fans, all representing. We're just sending all the love down to that bottom right corner.
I like to call them friends.
Yeah.
Ralph
Right.
is a new friend. Hello.
I love making plans.
Friends, I love you. You love me. There you go. I'm not gonna.
No. My Little Pony was the correct one to quote. Sorry.
I've never actually seen My Little Pony.
Gasp!
I've never seen any TV show episodes. I've never seen any of the movies. I know the chick that voices Tommy. It plays a handful of characters in it. Tommy from Rugrats.
Yeah, what's her name?
Tracy Strong or something? No.
Sarah Strong?
Oh, it's
Sarah
she-
Reed?
Sarah Strong. Yes, she ended up voicing Harley Quinn in the animated series for a minute.
she's not a 25-year-old man.
Thank
Look at
you.
exactly. She can't be a brony.
I think I need to challenge that ruling. I don't know if Tara Strong did that.
Ooh.
No, I don't think it was Tara Strong. It's the girl who plays Tommy Pickles' voice. Her first name starts with 2 letters. I can't think of
E.T.
what. It is.
Daly.
Oh, give me a minute. I can guarantee you Tara Strong is in it.
I'm sure she's in something because I know Tara Strong does a lot of voiceover work. But I know that the girl who plays the original Tommy Pickles' voice.
She plays. Oh, there she is.
So-
Okay, so she plays Twilight Sparkle. Wait, what else? Wait.
People are now watching this going, what the hell have we done?
I know. What did
While we're doing this, I want to plug after we finish our formatted, we're going to be having another episode of Schmobates where Alex will actually be competing. So stick around for some, I assume, very wild stuff depending on the question. But either way, just stick around, have some fun, watch us yell at each other.
Well, in that case, was like, we do want to hear from you guys. We have been given some fantastic questions to really kind of schmobate, so to speak, on episodes. And, we would say, and that's something we would love to do. I mean, I know Garth has submitted some kick-ass questions, and AJ, Ash, we really call him. So we have some really great questions we really want to ask. But also we want to hear some really great questions from you guys. Anyone that's listening or watching us right now, we want to hear from you. What weird ass question that's Schmodown related do you want us to hear?
Pick best Schmodown gif. I dare you.
I'm sorry?
Pick best Schmodown gif.
There you go. Best Schmodown gif. There you go. I mean, that's definitely an argument you made right there. Another one that we did just the other day was actually between Danny and James. What was it? It wasn't
What if the tournament were to have a mascot? What should it be?
Yes, mascot Clippy versus a dragon. That was actually really good. I'm not gonna lie, that was a pretty solid debate. Surprisingly, it was pretty cool. But yeah, any kind of weird questions? Let's hear it. Let's see what's going on.
Send them this way.
Well, I just realized we didn't plug this on social media at all, so I'm going to be doing that henceforth. So, do you guys want to break down why Bibiani is the greatest of all time?
James is one of those people who can multi-tab.
Jealous.
All right, yeah. So, what did y'all think of Bibbs and Irwin?
It was a great match overall. I mean, it was really kick-ass. I mean, it was it didn't feel like, what was it? That was a second round match, right? Technically.
Yes.
Yeah, it was technically a second round match, which is weird, because it felt like a third round match. You know, like this is like too intense of a match to just be second round. It doesn't feel right, if that makes sense. Yeah.
I mean, they're both big competitors inside of the league. They're both heavy hitters inside of the league. So I think we all knew that it was going to be a good match going into it. But someone had pointed out in the chat, it just wasn't like as lively, basically, as all of the other matches that we're used to seeing. But I think it's because these two competitors have super chill personalities and they're not going to shit at the desk. And my favorite thing to watch with William Bibiani is how nice he is to the other player on the other side of the desk, like just constantly trying to like be their best friend. And that's the fun part about watching Bibiani play, because it's very sweet and super wholesome, and I love him. And I just think Ethan Irwin as a competitor is so knowledgeable and so much fun to watch. And just even with the last cutscene that he was in with Kaiser, his personality in the Schmodown is really starting to come out a little bit more. And I think once we see him and Janine and Time Machine really get into the tournament, he's just going to pop out even more. And that's going to be so much fun to watch. So I think that this match might not have been as super exciting as like the Kalinowski-Roca match, but it's still fun. And it's still fun to watch these different types of personalities, because sometimes it's hard to listen to people talk shit to each other every match. And this is just a good refresher and a good overall match to just watch some good wholesome movie trivia, man.
If for anything we're wholesome, babe, stop it. Rule of thumb my ass. How dare he? How dare he? I really want to mention
phrasing. That's what she said. Damn it, I missed it. Damn it.
Wow.
I'm slow. Sorry.
Defense, very professional. I just want to point out, I actually watched this match with my dad, and it was his second match he ever watched, and he couldn't tell between them. He was just like, they both look the same. They both have like they're like both facial hair bros. They both are glasses bros that look the same. They both have the shirts and everything, that the same, like they both have very similar shirts. Yes, I know you were there too, babe. He was there. We ate Thai food together, and it was magical. It was a magical night, which was even funnier. But I mean, like when I say intensity, I don't mean like the intensity between the competitors per se was intense. It was just like point for point. Like it was constantly back and forth, and they both there's no one that was significantly behind at any point. And I'm sorry to bring it up again, but Earthen, I keep wanting to call him Earthen, in that second round, Jesus, 3 minutes. It took like 3 minutes to answer all those questions. He didn't even like take a breath. It was nuts.
It was.
Thank you, James.
I just finished posting everywhere, so we are good.
We're 41 minutes in, and James has gotten all of the socials out. We are on point.
Yeah,
boom, boom.
Totally not behind at all.
I was like, Jerry, did you have any notice any big surprises? Watching the Earth and Bibs match. Was anything that kind of took you by surprise, or were you mega excited to see in particular?
Not really surprising. I mean, the match pretty much went as I thought it would. Lots of right answers, lots of questions getting right that I would never get. amassing a lot of points that I was never going to be able to produce. I did take great pride in it, though. I did get a question that Bibbs got wrong, and I did get a question right that Ethan got wrong. And could about this match, but ultimately by about 20 points each. So I guess my bragging is over right there. But ultimately, I think the match absolutely delivered. Yeah, entertainment wise, as far as the players, probably wasn't on the level that many people like. But the reason why they got Jay in there, Jay was excited. That's what a good manager is supposed to do when they're just focused on someone in that can do all the talking and get the hype going. To me, ultimately, it was a great match with great excitement, great entertainment, and that's all you can ask for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Danny.
Sorry, Jeremy. Who do you have for Manager of the Year? Do you have a favorite?
Not really.
That's a tough question.
I'd probably slightly go Kaiser right now, although you can make a case for probably 3 different people right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Kaiser, and who are some of your runner-ups then?
I was up there. Grace and Ken, obviously. I guess technically that would be 4 if Grace and Ken. If Grace and Ken get separated from the vote, really don't.
They're the one.
That's baloney. You can't. 2 different people win.
One will take the top, one will take the bottom, and they'll cut it in half.
I mean, they're pretty much the same person.
Well, then they'd be out. Then the Schmodown would be out tens of dollars with that award that they made.
Tens of dollars. You better hear, folks.
10.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely agree with you in terms of manager. I mean, like, it's Kaiser first year as manager, and he already has a competitor in his faction that's a single belt holder. Singles belt holder. Smets, he almost won IG belt. I mean, like some of the most impressive rookie seasons we've ever seen. And Zipper, I mean, like, talk about a turnaround. I'm like, it's crazy how much of a difference. I mean, maybe it's the right manager, maybe it's like something rang the bell for him, or he was like, you know what, I'm gonna turn it up a notch and I'm gonna represent my faction.
We shouldn't undersell, because he was vying for the title last season as a part of World's Finest. Not to mention he is also on a really impressive team who
Do you not remember?
No, I remember.
Yeah, no, I know. I was just letting you sing so you could get your own airtime.
Yes.
Zipper's great. Just I think saying like, oh, Kaiser really showed him everything. No, like, honestly, if anything, I think he's actually not even gotten worse. Just he's been consistent. Just nothing's really changed since he got picked up, other than the fact he got a better partner. And even then, like, side note, where is Winston? Like, I know he has a show on Disney Channel now. Yay, good for you. You're actually being successful. I think he has like one of the supporting roles, but yeah.
Oh, like, as an actor?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was an actor.
I think he writes it as well, but yeah.
He's on commercials. I've seen him on my TV before. Yay.
That's so awesome.
Go you. You're living your life, being successful in Hollywood. Wow. I want you in the Schmodown, man. Come on.
Priorities, dude.
Or at least come on, chill.
I know.
Come on, chill. Yes, come on, chill. Winston Marshall is a great dude. I'm sure he'd be a great guest.
Wasn't Inman supposed to like come back to Schmodown before he was invited to like a huge project with like DC or WB or something?
I think he was writing a show about a soldier, and then he got picked up for his comic series, and I think also for consulting on a CW show or something like that.
And he just released a book also, Super Soldiers.
Yeah,
really great one.
Great book.
Jason Inman is such a man. I wish I could get more into Jason Inman. I want to follow him a little bit more because I really appreciate everything he's done. I only know what Super Soldiers is about, and just knowing that his experience with the military and then with his comic book knowledge and all of that stuff, that's going to be a really good read. I really want to check that out.
Oh my god, I don't know when it'll ever be brought up again, but I love talking about it. Like one of my favorite moments in all of Schmodown was when at the third LA live show when he was facing against Mara, and he brought the boots that he wore overseas, and it's like, I haven't worn these since then, whatever. It's like, but I'm wearing them tonight because it's like I'm in the shit, and just like that was a really big thing. Like he's like owning it and taking pride in it. And it was just really powerful.
I got to salute him out of that show too, so I took great pride in that.
Oh god,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I had to miss the show, unfortunately, but god, that would have been just amazing to see.
Yeah.
But
who knows though? Maybe if things calm down for him. Well, then again, do I want them to calm down for him? Really? No. I can't really.
Don't forget, Mike did the shoot at San Diego.
I'm sorry.
When Mike called out Inman in San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, again, so like, again, Mike having it be a shoot means like he's not supposed to come back, but that gives him like an impetus still. It could be interesting.
I'd be into that.
Yeah.
Side note: his name is Snyder. Spell it right. Everyone, including our crew, calls him Schneider. I'm just like,
I think it's hilarious when Billy does that.
Like it shouldn't get under my skin when I'm just like, come on, guys, it's right there. You're so close.
So close.
It's like when Mike calls Ryan Reynolds, like, almost got it. Come on. Whatever.
So close.
All right. Speaking of close, the match. Erwin missed a point, the last one, and it sucked. But, yep.
But now we got the Beast moving forward. Bibiani's moving forward. Bibiani's playing Roka. That match dropped on Patreon today. So if you're a Patreon subscriber, make sure that you go and check that out. We'll get a reaction out when the match releases publicly on Thursday. And then after that, it's going to be Brendan Meyer versus Ben Bateman. And that's going to be a fun match to watch.
Oh, it's going to be amazing.
I have a confession I need to make on air. I saw that look, Danielle. No, I've realized maybe I've been a little mean to Ben. I mean, it's a little bit, but it's not a big deal. Just, I want to officially announce, because apparently people aren't liking the Horsemen, which, yeah, they're garbage, but, like, I just want to Ben's good. Like, done with the hate train. I think Ben is back on the good side. I think he's learned to be an asshole again for that. He saved himself.
You mean his heelness is coming out a little bit more?
Oh, hell yeah. Have you... Oh, my God.
Yeah, his heel never left. He was working hard to be a face. It wasn't... Never left being a heel.
He'll never be a face. Let's be honest.
I just imagine in the subconscious, it would face Ben in his two small T-shirts versus the full suited up with the suitcase, like just trying to smother the heel, and he just came overpowered him, ripped him off the top. He said, "No, you can't keep me down," and he's coming back. I love that.
Good old Ben.
Ben Bateman, full asshole. It's bad. He's coming.
Jeremy,
coming for the title.
Where do you fall on the Team Action Civil War side?
Team Coffee Table.
Yes, I am also Team Coffee Table. Yeah,
I will say, really good question, because we haven't really asked. You know,
where's Team Coffee Table?
There's not any, because Paul made that. And
yeah.
How much do you pay him?
Apparently too much if we're paying him.
$1 too much.
Do you guys have any final thoughts on the match?
I hope to see them in a classics exhibition match or something.
Ooh.
That would be dope as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. It's not really exciting as, say, like a horror thriller or a rom-com exhibition match.
But you know what?
Classics are definitely underused with
Yeah.
competitors.
I think there's a lot of ways you can have fun with that because you know what could happen if you do classics and just me just spitballing as a fan. If you guys are a fan of old school movie fights, they used to have a thing called classic movie fights where Alicia Malone hosted. Everyone would dress up, say some quotes, be filmed in black and white. And you know who else I haven't seen in a long time? Scott Mance. Let's just have a classic exhibition match and let's get team profiles back on the desk.
Alonzo Duralde was on that match too. I remember that.
Was he? I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Awesome. But yes, classics. Lots of potential. Would love them to be on the desk. Plus, you get Oyama in another match where you could flaunt his youth and his knowledge all at once.
His knowledge
Yes.
on holiday movies.
His thick knowledge.
It's obnoxious. It's crazy.
Alex, you talking about Duralde?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's he literally wrote the book on holiday. Literally wrote a book on holiday movies. What was it? Have yourself a Mary something.
I have it. Hold on.
Have
First person who gets it right wins nothing.
Christmas.
Have yourself a movie Little Christmas.
Thank
There you
you. Movie Little Christmas.
10 points for me. I win.
There you go. Let me just grab you. Piece of candy.
For 5 points. Oh my god. Wow.
Yeah. So
Wow, a Pepsi. Thanks.
Ooh, a Pepsi.
you're like the only Pepsi lover.
I like
Pepsi.
Pepsi.
Pepsi's alright.
You're in Texas. How are you a Pepsi lover?
I'm in Texas and I don't like Dr. Pepper. How about that?
That's blasphemy.
What?
Great. All right.
I like
so,
Mr. Pibb.
You would be disinvited from my grandma's house.
Dr. Pepper is the best soda ever. Ever. Best one. Hands down. Nothing can beat it.
Tab, Mr.
No,
Pibb,
but you-
New Coke,
New Coke.
New Coke. What the fuck is New Coke?
RC.
New Coke is the one Bill Cosby invented in the 1980s. No one cares about New Coke. It's Dr. Pepper for life. Actually, Smoke Base. What's the best soda? Just go off.
Okay, so
Yeah. Speaking of Schmo Bates, this one right here. Oh, now you're down here.
all right, yes, I am. Okay, so speaking of schmobates, we're gonna have a little schmobate right now. So like you mentioned, what questions do you have? I actually was thinking that we can actually pull a pretty solid question. I actually a pretty solid question regarding what we can debate. Now, just want to let you guys know what a schmobate is. So a schmobate is very much inspired by movie trivia fights, by Screen Junkies. And so this is very much inspired by it. So what we do is that we answer a Schmodown related question, whether it's what Schmodown personality would you want to travel a galaxy with? Another one was like if Schmodown if Schmodown Entertainment Network were to create a mascot to attract fans, what would that mascot be? These are kind of weird questions. We can also ask them like general ones like best rookie of the year, best manager of the year, because that's something we just talked about today. But this is like a chance for us to kind of get creative and kind of think outside of the box specifically. So ask if you have any questions in particular, kind of weird ones, please let us know. We also have some fans that actually commented recently on our Facebook page, so we can definitely take some inspiration from them. But honestly, I've never competed. I've only judged, so I'm excited to today.
It all changes today with Mac Daddy versus Jeremy the Hastings.
It doesn't stand for the. Just so you know.
Now it does.
No, it don't.
Just while we're waiting for everyone to leave their comments below, I'm going to double check everything that we sort of posted. Can't find anything.
Who am I going to go up against today?
Well, I mean, yeah, I just gave it away, but Mr. The Hastings.
Is that something you're comfortable with?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't do any worse than I do at trivia.
It's not so much based off of trivia. So I said when the time comes when we do select a question, we're going to start with us giving a 1 minute pitch. So for example, if like you mentioned, if we were going to go into answering the question, which Schmodown personality deserves a movie made about them, and let's say I say Brandon Hanna, I have to pitch the movie, talk about why it's the best option, best movie character, best showdown personality to translate into a movie. Now, you also say pitch. Let's say you pick John Roca, and you have to do the same thing for yours. And then after we both have our 1 minute, we have 4 minutes as well to really combat each other. We have to go over. We have to kind of go over pros, cons, things like that. And I have to try to poke holes in your argument, and you have to do the same with mine.
Sounds simple enough.
And also, you can't say anything wrong.
Yeah.
So if you say Eric Zipper is actually has been a Star Wars champion 3 years running or something, even if it's not true, if you're hypothetically, obviously that's not true. So you can't say that as if to support your point.
Danielle, could you open the to do this? Could you open up this white balance, please? Thank you. There you go. On the page, we can look at some questions in case none come in the chat.
Cool.
One of these I'm thinking we could use.
Dum 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 dum.
Dum dum dum. I'm definitely that.
Dum dum dum. Yes. Hello. My refrigerator's running. So, jumping back to the match really quick while we find a question. Erwin's last question was basically in summation, like who directed Mississippi Burning. Did y'all know that one?
No.
Never seen it.
Yeah, I've barely heard of it. I'm looking at the director's catalog. He's done Bugsy Malone, Midnight Express, Fame, Pink Floyd's The Wall, and Evita. Quietly,
Madonna's Evita?
Yeah.
Wow, that's quite an eclectic mix.
Quietly, he's like an incredible director. But yeah, strange. Alan Parker. Boring name. Ooh. Not sure if we're gonna run with it, but I love Danny's question here. Which Schmodown personality would make for the best audiobook narrator?
Okay.
Unfortunately,
and James, when the time comes, could you actually post it on Twitter so we can have our listeners and fans vote as well?
Sure.
Oh, JTH, this is also supposed to be non-biased as well. So let's say so I would say, even though we're like an action-focused match, and I say Andrew Ghai is the answer to everything, whatever it may be, people shouldn't, definitely recommend that people shouldn't vote for me or you for the purpose of being anti this character or anti this or pro this faction or character. You have to go specifically, exclusively with this argument to go over the pros and cons.
All right.
That thumbnail for this stream is probably the best thumbnail that we've ever had.
Really?
I mean, we all look decent in it. Alex and I have these really cute, cheesy smiles.
And I'm just being a dumbass like normal.
It happens, man. Did you get my tag on the question?
I did, and that's why I said in the private chat.
Oh.
This is riveting content, everyone.
I can't do multiple tabs. Obviously. See, private chats. I can't do private chat on the stream yet because it's gonna make my computer go slow.
Okay. So let's just run with yours then.
Yeah, let's do that one. I like that one.
Okay. So, actually, I'm gonna type this out as a banner so y'all can get some actual evidence for it.
Oh man, I like the one you just tagged me into.
Which one do you want to do?
This is riveting content.
Yes.
This is.
Let's see. I do know Lucas in the other room says what should be the next exhibition match and who should compete. And like low-key, what is Jonathan, what does he say? What is the one Schmodown match that people love but you're on? Yeah. So there's quite a few options. Yeah.
Oh, what's actually? I got a hot take on that one. Not a big fan of the Star Wars Iron Man match.
Are you talking about the one with Ken and?
Yeah, like I've never been big on Iron Man format in general. So the idea of just like it's in a division that I especially don't know, I've always been like, whatever. Great content though.
All right. All right, you want me to ask this question?
Give me 1 second while I type it out so everyone on stream can get some evidence of it.
We be streaming. Can someone give me an update on the Nats and Cardinals game, please? Chat, hook me up.
Thank you, Jeremiah, proving my point that everyone else loves it besides me, apparently. All right, so Jeremy, Mac Daddy, your question today in hashtag Schmobates.
Okay.
Which two Schmodown players or managers would you choose to go on a road trip across the U.S. with you? You can shout your answers out at any time.
Yep.
Okay, it has to be 2.
Yes. So, Danielle, it is 4-0 for the Nationals.
Oh, dang. Nationals are probably going to take this then.
Bottom of the 5th. Wow, that's early.
The Cardinals game is not going well.
The Nationals game is going pretty well. The Cardinals, not so much.
Not so much.
Here. Yeah. He brings up a good point, so I'm going to do a quick edit for this.
I have my answer.
All right. Okay. Go ahead.
My 2 people are going to be Rachel Silvestrini and Brianne Chandler.
Those are good ones.
Oh, I'm mad at you. Damn, that's good. All right.
I'm going to go with Robert Meyer Burnett and Kaiser.
Those are also good.
Oh, you're playing to us now. This is not. Oh, okay, wait. So, when you guys are ready, go ahead and start. Danielle, be the main judge while I post this on social media.
Oh, listen, we're doing our pitches, remember?
Yes, and I have I have a timer right now. So you got a minute, right, Alex?
Okay, so I'm gonna do my pitch first.
That's my question. You got 2 minutes for the pitch or 1?
1 minute.
All right.
Okay.
Ready,
Also, can you give me a countdown at 10 seconds?
Yes.
Perfect.
Ready, set, go.
Okay, so my 2 competitor Schmodown personalities that I would choose to be my trip players, people to kind of travel around the U.S. with on a road trip with, would have to be Rachel Silvestrini and Brianne Chandler. Now, Rachel Silvestrini, I am picking her in particular, not only because she's a wonderful human being, she's hilarious and really creative and funny, and I feel like she's just a really great person, but also we have very similar tastes in movies, music, and we love musicals. She comes from a background in musicals, and meeting me, I definitely love me some 1,000,001 different Broadway productions. So I'm excited to belt those out in the car with the fellow musical fam. Brianne Chandler, she is not only amazing, she is a mom. She is incredibly creative.
10 seconds.
Mom, she knows how to troubleshoot in uncomfortable situations if needed. She knows how to figure things out if needed. She's very great with costumes, and if you give her like a limited budget or
got him. That is your 1 minute. That is a good one. Talking about the similarities in music and movies with the ladies. We're going to go into Jeremy now. We're going to reset this clock. And Jeremy, you ready? We're going to count you down. 3, 2, 1.
So with Robert Meyer Burnett, obviously when you're going cross country from New York to LA, you're going to meet a lot of bad traffic, a lot of bad drivers. So you're going to want somebody that can scream and scream a lot, say anything that he wants to anybody. Kaiser, he apparently knows all the best fast food and restaurants out there. So you can get all the best food. And plus, since we know from the Schmodown stuff, Burnett always calls Kaiser from a different name. So it's like you're having a different conversation with somebody every single time that you're in the car. Like every 10 minutes, he'll call him something different. He'll call him Lou, he'll call him Adam, he'll call him Andrew, he'll call him all that. And it's just, it keeps the conversation fresh. And then when someone cuts you off, you'll hear Burnett scream, Navarro, even though you know it's not Navarro. And then with Kaiser, he can be laid back. He can be up in your face. He can do the screaming too when Burnett's in the back taking a nap, when he's all drained from his screaming and yelling. So it's ultimately just a great combination between the two of them.
Time.
Before we get into it, little score update. 6-0 for the Nationals.
God dang!
Sports.
Who needs Harper?
Oh. Goodness, this series, man. That's awesome. Jeremy is very obviously shooting to me, bringing up Navarro. Just anytime I hear a Hector Navarro name, I'm like, yes. So good job on that one. That was good, y'all.
Yeah.
So now, since this is not typically anything that James or I do on the regular, I'm gonna shoot to Alex really quickly. Next is gonna be your kind of like your 4-minute debate between each other, correct?
Yeah. So at this point, we can actually talk to each other.
Yeah.
You can interject me. I can interject him if necessary. Okay.
You got it. Whenever y'all are ready, 3, 2, 1, time.
Okay, one of the big issues with having Robert Meyer Burnett as well as Kaiser as your as people to drive around with is because not only is he screaming at other drivers and helping you through those situations, he is going to get pulled over a whole bunch. He's going to be a reckless, angry driver, and that's going to make it not only difficult for you, that's going to make your insurance go up, and that's going to make you stress as
You talk about raising insurance. We know Rachel Silverstream. She likes to have.
That's going to take.
So Silverstream likes to have a traditional cocktail every once in a while. She likes to drink. I know that. I saw the free for all. I know that she likes to have a couple drinks, which means she's going to be drunk. You're going to get pulled over all the time. You're never going to be able to get across the country. You're going to get pulled over every 50 miles. You're not going to get anywhere. You're going to get arrested. You're going to be in jail. It'll take you 15 years before you get across the country.
Talk about being arrested and everything all the time. Robert Burnett not only has anger issues, but also he's constantly he's talking to himself a lot. Kaiser himself, he's very confusing as someone to kind of pair with. Sure, he has good food options, but also you're gonna be traveling cross country. Are you gonna travel to whatever? Are you gonna travel 50 miles to go to just one restaurant? Probably not. You're gonna find things pass through. Also, he's gonna mix up not only R&B, with different people. He's going to call you Andrew, or he's going to call you McGuire, or whatever your situation is. He's going to mix you up as well, and that's going to get confusing and
I wouldn't mind that because nobody knows who I am anyway, so it's like any other day for every other time that I'm around anybody.
You don't want to be confusing as heck when you're driving cross country. The whole point is that having that kind of experience is that you are building a relationship. You're building connections, not only with each other, but with creating memories around you, and you need to know each other's name in order to do that. You're going to get exactly
you don't. Nobody knows who I am, and I have great conversations with everybody.
We're going to bond over Disney music. We're going to bond over musicals and Brian's fantastic taste in costumes.
Okay, but the problem is Brianne's going to end up changing costumes like every 30 seconds, so it's kind of like
you're going to. That's the worst of my problems driving cross country. I think I'm set. I'm good. They're both responsible drivers. They're both responsible kick-ass ladies on top of it. And we're just going to bond over movie trivia, over on Disney stuff. It's going to be a fucking blast. We're going to drive cross country to Florida to visit Disney World, bitch. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have like a mom van. It's going to be decked out in like Legally Blonde shit and like Disney stuff, Mickey Mouse ears everywhere. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a blast. Everyone's going to want to be with us.
And I would love to be with Robert Meyer Burnett because he knows Star Trek and I love Star Trek. So we'll just go back and forth trading Star Trek quotes while Kaiser's in there going, what the hell are you all talking about?
He's actually going to be able to hold a conversation about Star Trek and Star Wars and all this awesome IG stuff if he can't even remember your name? What's to say he's going to start not going to make stuff overall? I'm sorry?
3 minutes in.
Oh,
1 minute left.
You got a whole minute, y'all.
This is a workout. Not to say though, you did mention about having Kaiser have really they're both really great travelers. They both would come up with very great food options. But Brienne and Rachel, they've also traveled a whole bunch. Rachel, for a living, she's traveled around the country, for work and traveling with these musical stage productions. And as a result, she's been around the world. I don't know about around the world, but around the U.S., trying some of the best restaurants ever. So you bet your ass she knows some delicious food.
15 seconds.
Possibly even better food than Kaiser.
Are you sure? Prove it.
Whatever.
See, can't prove it. I would much more.
Remember your name. Let alone probably remember that barbecue restaurant out in LA.
One time. We did it.
I don't even care if I won. That was too much fun.
Wait, Jeremy, what did you want me to prove?
That Brienne has traveled around the world and had great cuisine.
Oh no, I think. Okay.
Was that what was pitched?
I can do my fact checking while you determine an opinion, Danielle.
Yes, you fact check whatever you need to do. So a couple of things that I wish I would have heard someone talk about in between the vehicles. No one talked about farts. Like, one of those bands is going to be a little stinky, y'all.
As we've seen, Burnett takes a lot of shits. Do we really want him in the car? You didn't make it so slow.
Bathroom breaks.
Excuse me, Danny.
Having
As
bathroom
a proper lady, we don't fart. We don't have buttholes.
That was my point. That was an argument that you could have made with it. You know their van is going to stink, but also on Jeremy's side, you could have argued bathroom breaks and stopping. Yeah. I know I have to stop every once in a while. I stop my streams every once in a while.
We also missed amazing sing-alongs, which I didn't hear from Alex.
I did. I heard that from Alex. That was the very first thing Alex said.
I missed that one. Great. But also, Rachel's mom's brownies, the greatest thing to ever grace Snowdown, just didn't come up. Sad.
That's going to probably be one of the biggest regrets of my life. It's going to go on my tombstone.
Yeah.
I will say.
Rachel's mom's brownies.
Mom van is going on.
Yeah. Yeah, mom van. Get that in the Twitter, guys. # mom van. Be sure to tag everyone. Also, Disney World bitch. Great point. Also, I'm not gonna let us ignore this fact that JTH is like, oh yeah, Silver Strini, she just drives drunk, as you do. I don't think there's a record for that. I'm not going to dig into some LA County police records, but I'm just going to believe the fact she doesn't have any DUIs.
I'm gonna void out the argument between the two of them about Jeremy getting along with RMB talking about Star Trek and Alex in the car getting along with the girls about Disney. That kind of cancels each other out. Having good conversations with those people would be a natural given. So I'm just I'm not gonna use that as a judgment call for this argument.
I do think Alex made a great point though in that Rachel, she does travel with the theater company a lot. So she is very experienced. She knows the greatest cuisine from all the places, best hotels, best bars, best places to go for karaoke. I think that's a really good point, and just showing my hand because I've gone through all my notes. I think Alex won this largely in part because I think, again, talking Disney in the car, sing-alongs, great. But the clinch point for me is the idea that I'm going with someone who knows what they're doing and also can give me the best time because they know where to go. So yeah, Alex gets my vote for today.
If I'm and this is me not being subjective at all, but if I'm going to go with it just based on the argument standpoint, I'm going to give it to Jeremy on this one. Alex, all of your points were super great. All of your points felt like they were just kind of going in the same direction. Where Jeremy just kind of touched on different things about talking to other people and different things like that. I'm going to pass this one to Jeremy. So now we got to get a tiebreaker up in this.
Well, then I'm screwed. I'm screwed because nobody knows who I am.
That's a lie. Kaiser knows who you are after you go on a road trip together.
That's right.
Oh, do they?
I will say,
in the polls right now, after 7 votes, Alex at 43%, Jeremy's at 57%. So you're actually leading currently.
But is it a biased
Interesting.
vote? Is it a biased vote?
See,
I
that's
mean, if it was biased, I think Alex would be winning because she's a host here. So you're actually doing pretty good.
There you go. I do
Yeah.
demand a rematch, though.
Schmobates.
All right.
Let us know in the comments, y'all. Who do you think had the better argument? Who do you think had the better points for this? SEN is a riot right now. I'm very upset that I'm not watching.
Yeah. Well, once it's done, we can go over there and complain about the Cardinals or whatever you sports people do.
I was actually talking about the Schmodown Network. Right?
I know, but you can go over there and complain about sports because over here. All right. So, any final notes on this week's matches or anticipation for hopefully Roka losing, and if not, I'm sad Bibbs is out, and then Bateman and Meyer, so we get Fine Young, Tenderoni, and Ben, who we're allowed to like now.
We've always been allowed to like Ben. Brian said something in the chat. Brian said you guys didn't do a closing statement.
Yeah, sort of missed that part.
We
Yeah,
haven't done closing statements before.
Right.
in Schmobates, actually, but we can start.
Yeah, because that's what they do with the movie fights. They have like their
Yeah.
closing argument on it.
I already voted, so you guys can go ahead.
Someone don't. Astros are taking it this year. Astros are taking it this year. Take it back.
Who are
What?
the Astros?
Okay, here, wait. So, Jeremy, let's start with you and your closing statement.
Oh, we're actually doing this thing?
Sure.
I forgot who I picked.
You picked Kaiser and Burnett, who apparently just forgot your name.
Again.
I can definitely do one real quick.
Well, by all means, go ahead.
You guys say, would you like me one? I mean, like, are you not?
You can go ahead.
Okay, so the reason I chose, in conclusion, I chose Rachel Silvestrini as well as Brianne Chandler, not only because are they incredibly knowledgeable about, life on the road if necessary, but we also we're gonna experience really wonderful experiences, essentially, because not only is Brianne just incredibly creative and really great, really was very useful in terms of needing help and as far as troubleshooting and everything. But Silvestrini is wonderful with Disney musicals and everything. And we're going to Disney World, so it's gonna be a blast.
One.
Great. All right, Jeremy, your 30 seconds starts when you're ready.
A person like me that was born in Laurel, Delaware, about as redneck county as you can possibly be. I don't want anybody that's high class. I want somebody that's down to earth, which is about 95% of people in this country. So to get Robert Meyer Burnett and Kaiser, who are just as down to earth as you can possibly be, it doesn't get any better than that. And then I don't have to worry about high class cuisine. I can just get a burger at McDonald's, which tastes like crap. So I'm just down to earth anyway. The thing. Also, I don't have to worry about drinking, which unfortunately, when I have to deal with Rachel, I would think because I don't drink because this is all I have to worry about.
All right, great. So once again, drunk driving apparently, and eating Burger King. Huh? Great.
I said McDonald's. Where do you get Burger King?
Okay, yeah. Good point.
Point taken away.
Yeah.
As long as it isn't In-N-Out, it's fine.
Whoa, I'm going to kick you again for saying that. Okay. Smokebaits one more time. Whataburger versus In-N-Out. Let's do this.
I haven't been to Whataburger.
It's whatever.
It's
I've been
Wow, really, really great motivator to really help me debate that one.
Yeah.
Come to Texas, come to the right Whataburger. I don't know if y'all know this. I'm from Corpus Christi, Texas, home of the Whataburger. This is the city where it started. So we're very well known for Whataburger, Selena, and teen pregnancy. So that's my city.
Selena.
Okay. Well, come spectacular, y'all are allowed to come and eat an In-N-Out so you can actually taste what a real burger tastes like.
We have an In-N-Out here in Texas, and it's fine.
Better. It's better in California.
Or you can go to Wendy's.
I want to kick you for that. Jesus. Okay, wait. So again, any final thoughts for the matches
I
this
can
week?
see though.
For next week?
I can see that when I went to LA, I had no idea they were called Wiener Schnitzels. Like they're just called Tasty Freezes over here. Like I never even heard of the term until I went out there.
My dad calls it DW because he can't say Wiener Schnitzel, so he says.
What is a Wiener Schnitzel exactly?
It's German for
German
penis.
word?
Wait, is it just like a hot dog?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm assuming
Like a
that's what the restaurant. That's what the chain is called. So
Again, any final thoughts for this week or for next week?
No, but I'm excited for Orlando. It's gonna be fucking dope.
Oh, yeah. Alex, you're going.
Shout-
Fucking dope.
shout out to Ed Haskell for winning those tickets. I was watching Collider live at the time. Whenever you got a chance to call in and won those tickets, I was so pumped for you, my dude. That was a lot of fun. Five Guys does have amazing price.
So, Alex, what is? I know because you're going to Orlando with, I believe, Kelsey and Billy.
And
What-
Lucas.
Lucas. Oh, yeah. Hashtag Team Lucas. What's the plan? I mean, and we know who you're rooting for, hopefully. Other than that, like, what are y'all gonna do?
We're gonna do some stuff. Maybe some Disney World. Maybe visit Harry Potter World. I really want to get a wand. Bellatrix Lestrange.
Yeah.
But who knows? I just really want to hang out with my fellow schmo people. I mean, I'm in St. Louis, and there's aside from Dwayne, who visits like once a year. There's not many people that are into schmo down in this area. So I'm just excited being around a community that's gonna know what I talk about when I say single felt.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, so actually, this is a great thing to end on. Assuming Bateman wins, which was just announced that if he wins, the singles title won't be happening. What do you guys think should happen if he wins?
What would I want to happen?
Yeah. So here's my pitch. I think Bibiani still goes for the singles title shot. But you know what happens? Andrew Ghai shows up, takes Ben out, says, "This is my next singles match." Ben Bateman agreed to it when he was high on drugs in the hospital, and I am here to win the singles title. Boom. And plus, then you finally get the Ghai v Bibbs match that we were supposed to get last season until Roka came through and ruined it.
What if Mara cashes in on her match with Kalinowski? They do the Roka, they do the Founding Fathers corruption match, and then whatever happens, and then Mara's like, "Yo, tough guy."
Ooh, a double title card could be fun.
That would have been really fun if Mike would have had the opportunity for Mikey 3 belts to happen. That would have been a really fun thing to see if he would have gotten a chance to get all three
in one night. Oh,
yeah,
that's incredible. Speaking of incredible, John Mariano, one of the nicest dudes ever. Thank you for agreeing with me.
And he
yes,
agrees, by the way. Don't fart at all, especially having several daughters of his own.
Yeah, so do you guys have any ideas other than Mara? Any more ideas? Maybe Jeremy? Any thoughts?
I have to think about that because I hadn't even thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
If Dan that Mara would be there, so maybe an impromptu intergeekdom match with Mara, and maybe, well, I guess I was going to say Brandon Hanna, but he's going to already have a match beforehand. So that's a tough call.
Yeah, I will say the Chandru or Hannah versus Smets match has already been taped, so that's already been resolved. So maybe, but then you have to do that. It could be Burnett versus Amara for that number one contenders match.
Wouldn't she have to play a few one or two matches before getting Kevin even?
Because of what Mike did at the LA Live event last year, they promised her an automatic rematch for the title.
Yeah.
And I've been like, well, we can't do that because it's already booked for Spectacular, but we can get you the contender shot to give it a 3-way at Spectacular. And she's like, oh, yeah, we'll just throw you against Burnett. He's not doing anything. And that's his big, like, comeback. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And then Mara just kicks him over. It'd be fun.
I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, that would be pretty dope. I'm not going to lie.
It would be cool.
Brian has a good point in the chat.
I
the
knew
Yankees are going to...
Nope.
Yankees versus Astros for the live event. That'd be pretty interesting.
It's Astros are going to take it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go Stros, man.
Cardinals.
Yeah, what a bummer.
Yeah. All right. So if that's it, I think we just start plugging our socials. All right. So, Mr. Guest of Honor, Mr. Jeremy the Hastings, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at WWEJTH1. Disregard the WWE. They're crap now. And you can follow my own personal movie trivia showdown reactions at JTH. Like I said at the beginning, you don't have to. I'm not very popular. Trust me, I know. I see the view counts on those videos.
All this self-deprecation, damn.
It's what I do best.
Alex, where can people find you? My marker fucking died.
You can find me on Twitter, doing stuff on for the Call to Action podcast. But also we actually have a Twitter page as well. I do have a personal page on Facebook. But you find me around in Discord and posting a bunch of stuff for a bunch of the fan pages around Facebook. So check us out there. And t-shirts.
I actually need to buy one. I feel terrible.
I haven't gotten mine yet either, so it's fine.
Good. I'm not alone. Yay.
I am wearing a Stanley Kubrick shirt. I just remembered that right now that I am wearing a 2001 Space Odyssey shirt. So I did not plan that for talking about this Kalinowski match. I wish I would have remembered that earlier so I could talk a little bit more shit.
And I'm wearing an Orioles 2014 shirt when we were actually worth half a damn.
That's right. I was just shitting on Star Wars, and I'm wearing the one from the live event with the 3-way. So we're all sort of fun today.
Yay.
Yeah. Danielle, where can the good people find you?
You can find me every Sunday on this channel, Chill to Action, except for next week. Next week, we will be on Monday at 10:30 Central. We're going to have on Rachel Cushing for that. We're really excited about that episode. So make sure that you come in and watch. We don't tell.
Oh, my God.
I don't tell anyone who we have coming on until like very last minute. So we try to keep it a big secret as much as we can. So now that everything's confirmed, Rachel Cushing's going to be on Chill to Action Monday night. So typically on Sundays, you can find me there. Find me here on the Call to Action podcast. You can find.
We lost your audio.
Wait, can you hear me now?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, it's not a full episode unless Danielle has technical difficulties. So you're welcome. You can find me on Twitter. Y'all know where it is. Y'all watch another video. You know where I'm at.
Follow all 40 of her Twitter accounts, y'all.
You can't block me on just one.
Oh, I didn't even talk about that one. That's great. All right. So you can follow me on Twitter at TEMEKU Film Nerd. That's at TEMEKU Film Nerd. Also, feel free to follow Action Industries on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Action Industries. Also follow Ben and Drew on socials at Ben Bateman Media and at Andrew Ghai on Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget to support the Patreon, where you can have Paul DeNuzzo working his ass off every single day, working on this Action Anarchy tournament with the final battles of movies. Today, Warrior versus Creed, and I hated voting for it. I believe that is it. Tune in to Action Movie Anatomy, I believe, next Monday. I don't know what they're talking about, but it'll be good content. And also, say hello to everyone in Orlando. Have a great time. Get very drunk. And don't kill anybody. And go to Disney World. Please, God, go to Disney World.
And have some fun. I have you now.
Yeah. Have some fun at Galaxy's Edge, y'all. And I will see y'all next time. Peace out as we end the broadcast in 10 seconds.